Hello and welcome to today's video where I am sharing 5 of the must-know tips for new coaches. Seriously, these are the things that I wish I knew when I started my coaching business. Before we get into that, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Brooke. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can always find out when I'm releasing new videos about coaching, NLP, hypnosis, mindset, all that really good stuff to help you build the coaching business of your dreams. Also, give this video a thumbs up, and if you know of anyone who could benefit from hearing the stuff that I share in today's video, don't forget to share it with them too. Alright, so let's get into our 5 best tips. The first one, start now. There are so many coaches, so many people who want to be coaches who put it off, wait until they have a following, they have an email list, they have a Pinterest, they have a blah 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 blah, whatever, that you don't need any of that. One of my clients was able to start selling and making money and getting clients within minutes of launching her first ever offer. First. That's it. She just got started. She just did it. Now, there are other things that I'm going to share with you, and don't forget to watch all my other videos and this kind of stuff so you can get a more well-rounded idea of the kind of other stuff that you need to do. But she didn't wait. She did not wait. She just took action and she said, this is what I have to offer, and here's how I would like to help you. And she had done some other stuff which I'll get to in a bit about, like, letting her audience know what she was doing and how she was helping people. But the main people that she had in her Instagram were friends. It wasn't like she had gone out and tried to do all the masterclasses and build an amazing website and do all this blah 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 stuff. She just did it. She said, okay, this is what I have to offer, and this is how you can work with me. And people loved it because she just got started. That is seriously the most important tip. I waited a while to get started. I was scared. I didn't have confidence. I was in a completely wrong mindset. Well, I don't want to say wrong mindset, but my mindset was not in an empowering place. And I waited to start. I waited to start and then learned all the lessons that I needed to learn after the fact. If I had started much, much earlier, I would have been able to learn those lessons a lot earlier. The point that I'm making here is that you don't need anything, you just need to get started. Because if you want to do this, if you want to actually make it a thing, one day you're going to have to start. One day you're going to have to take that first step. So you might as well do it now and get it all underway. Otherwise, you're just going to keep wasting time and energy and money if you don't just get started now. So tip number 1 is get started. Tip number 2, focus on asking questions, not on having the answer. So I know a lot of the times coaches are worried that, oh, what if my client asks me a question and I don't have the answer? Well, that's not actually coaching. Giving your clients the answer is not actually coaching. What a good coach will do is empower their clients to find the answers themselves. And we do this by asking really, really good questions. So I'm going to give you a couple of good questions that you can ask your clients in a session. So if you have a client who says to you, I don't know, a really great response to I don't know is, I know that you don't know, but if you did know, what would it be? Or what would you do? Because this is great. It encourages people to think outside of the box, because then they have to get out of their current problem and think, okay, well, if I did know, then it probably would be this. And then all of a sudden they have an answer. So we need to get our clients outside of their current problem, current challenge, current situation, in order to get them to see what else is available. And that's what that question does. Another really, really great question that you can ask yourself, ask your clients, is when they say, like, oh, I'm not good at this, I'm not creative, I'm not this, I'm not that, that's not for me, that'll never happen for me. You can ask them, when did you decide that? And what happens here is it gets them to one, realize that that's actually a limiting decision. That they say they can't be, do, or have whatever it is actually a limiting decision. And it gets them to think, oh, maybe I decided this. I guess I decided when I was 7 and my dad told me that making money was hard. And then they realized that that actually wasn't their belief, it was someone else's belief or decision or whatever, and they had just heard it and taken it on. So those are 2 really powerful questions you can ask. The third thing that I want to share with you today is the difference between coaching and consulting. Now, I kind of covered this already, that coaching, we focus on asking really, really good questions. We focus on the structure of the problem, not the actual problem itself. With consulting is actually like often giving people the answers, giving people guidelines, saying, okay, this is what you need to do, this is how you do this is what you should do inside your business, this is what you should do inside your whatever. That is more consulting, giving people answers, giving people steps, giving people guidelines. Now with coaching, a lot of the time, especially with business coaching, we can combine the 2. We don't have to just be just one or just the other. We can actually combine the 2. But it's really important to know the difference, that coaching, we focus on empowering our clients to find the answers themselves, to become dependent on themselves, to go after their dreams and goals, and we provide the support to help them get there. With consulting, a lot of that is, okay, this is what you need to do, it's steps, it's guidelines, it's processes. But it's totally okay to combine both if it's appropriate for your clients, for your business, and for the kinds of results that you want to help your clients achieve. The fourth tip that I have for you, and is probably like one of the biggest tips I have at all, is that you have to give yourself permission to show up as a leader. No one else is going to come along and give you permission. No one else is going to come along and say, yes, you can be a coach. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you're good enough for this. Yes, you're smart enough for this. Yes, you're whatever enough for this. You have to give yourself permission. And it was really when I gave myself permission to show up as a leader and started believing in myself and shaping and creating the identity of a leader for myself that I started to show up as that person, as my next level, right? You have to give yourself permission to do that. No one else is going to give you permission. And this honestly is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in my whole life. I would say through all of my experiences in the past. I had some experiences where I was bullied pretty severely what my memory tells me was pretty severely. I don't know if my memory is accurate, but that I was bullied when I was younger, and I used to actually wait for permission. In my adult life, I would wait for permission for someone to tell me that I could be their friend, that they liked me. And I was waiting for permission in a lot of areas, and it was in my business as well. And it wasn't until I really realized that I was doing this that I was able to shift out of that place and realize that no one is going to come along and tell me that I can do something. And it's no one's job to do that. It's nobody else's job to give you permission. Other people are busy focusing on their own lives, trying to wait for someone to give them permission to do stuff. You don't have to do that too. You can give yourself permission. And when you think about all the people who are at the top of their game, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Oprah, Elon Musk, Richard Branson, all these really successful people are not sitting around waiting thinking, oh shit, I hope someone comes along and like tells me I can make a friggin' electric car or create a plane company or create an iPhone. Like, no, they just did it. No one gave them permission, and they didn't expect it, they didn't wait for it, and they didn't need it. They just did it. They just took action. And my fifth tip for you, sorry, there are like squawking birds in the background. I love being in Australia. My fifth tip for you is to invest in support. No more trying to duct tape together other people's free content to try and make a business plan strategy. It's not going to work. Investing in my business was the fastest way for me to fast track through all of the steps. And it wasn't just investing in a coach, it was investing in the trainings that I wanted, the trainings that would separate me and put me in a different realm from all the other coaches who were not doing those things that I wanted to do. That is how I decided to invest in NLP training. That is how I decided to invest in becoming an NLP trainer, because I decided I'm not waiting for permission anymore. I'm going to do what I need to do to get to the next level, and that involved investing in the training, investing in the systems, investing in coaching, investing in all of these things. And the important thing to know here is that it's investing. When you're investing in your business, it's not, oh, now that money is gone, it's never coming back. It's great, I'm investing it in my business so that it can come back to me tenfold, because you're creating something that generates income. You're creating a vessel by which the universe can shuttle money to you. I guess that's like, for lack of a better word, but that's it. You need to create something that the universe can give you money through, right? Because you probably have belief that money comes from a job or a business or from someone gifting it to you, but it's probably not a whole lot of money. You don't think people are going to gift you a whole lot of money. You might think that money comes from the lottery, but you probably don't believe that you have very good chances of winning the lottery. So whatever way that you believe it is possible for you to receive money, the universe can give you money through that way. If you think it's through a business, you need to actually create the business and invest in yourself and not put out that energy of free. If you're trying to do it the free way, you're putting that money, that energy out into the universe, saying, I'm not willing to invest, I'm gonna just put free out, and you're just gonna keep getting that back. People wanting to work with you for free, people not paying you, nothing actually happening, no money actually being returned to you. So that is the final of the 5 tips. So let's go over them. The first one was start now. So take action now, don't wait around, take action even if it's just one little thing. The second one is to focus on asking your clients really good questions. You don't need to have the answers, just focus on asking really good questions. The third tip was the difference between coaching and consulting. In coaching, we ask questions and we focus on the structure of the problem. We empower our clients. In consulting, it's usually we're giving them answers, we're giving them advice, we're telling them what to do in their business or whatever environment it is that we are coaching. The fourth one, and really important, is that you have to give yourself permission. No one else is going to give you permission. It's no one else's job to give you permission. And 5 is invest in support. Invest in support. It's going to save you time, money, and energy in the long run. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you loved all these tips. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite, and if you have any to share, please share them with us as well. And I will catch you in the next episode.